gotta do it, right? Hopefully we can actually get the quickest time of the session, or if not one of the quickest times of the session. I imagine if the likes of Verstappen, Norris, hell, probably even Piastri and Perez, if they're all rocking the soft tyres, they will definitely be lapping quicker than me. But if they're maybe even if they're on the mediums, but if they're on the hards, I don't see why we won't be quicker than them. Even on mediums, I do expect us to be quicker than them if we're on softs and they're mediums. But I suppose only time will tell. Yeah, see, we've taken that corner a little bit better. No, we've not taken that one very well. Jesus! That was actually quite poor. But I mean, that's a solid time, 120.1. Well, they were both on softs, so that's actually understandable that Norris and Piastri beat us there. Only by half a second though, so not horrible. Verstappen just barely, oh my god. 4 thousandths of a second there. Sainz doing pretty well, kind of. He was on softs, he really should have been quicker than the Mercedes and Aston Martin, but hey ho. That's what practice one looks like. Who got the slowest time? Stroll on the hard tyres did pretty well. Slowest time was Kevin Magnussen in the Haas. 122.021 in medium tyres. I mean, not bad. Suppose we should get on to practice 2 now. It's just what I want.
We're approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD
Please
for the
tell me
activation
I'm
point.
Oh. Oh my god. Are we really good at sticking to the racing line to get through these? I thought this is probably where I'm going to struggle the most. Especially once we get DRS. There's 2 on this one. I knew it was going to be there. Ugh, come on. I don't usually like doing these ones, because you have to be so precise. But it's not been too bad so far. I say that, I'll go and miss the last one. Oh, there he is. Hello. Am I good? Did I do it? Well. Sorry. Out of the bat there, I can see that Sainz did alright on the medium tires. Oh my god, we're not even... Okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting a very quick time. We were focusing really on the track acclimatization strategy, so... Yeah, still not the best, though. Thought maybe we would have been a bit quicker, but... You know what? It's fine. Perez, though, topping the fucking session is insane. Piastri and Russell right behind him, really. Norris is up there. Hamilton putting a quicker time than Verstappen. Albon and a Williams is up there. Gasly and Ocon, however the hell you pronounce his name. Stroll, Magnussen. And the slowest time was Valtteri Bottas in the Kicksauber, which, of course, Logan Sargent was there as well. But hey ho. All the Nicks ready for the race. If you haven't seen the previous videos, I recommend you go and watch them now. Because I've got some big plans for this career. And I forgot what else I was going to say. Yeah. I really do not like this fuel management one. It's really annoying. Because I do still have the braking assist on. So even though I'm lifting and coasting, the game is like, brake! Oh no, come on, you were just green. Stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green. Stay green. And that concludes practice. Sign's doing really well. Second quickest time of the session. We were 15th. Yeah, okay. Work needs to be done for me and for Hamilton by the looks of things. Throughout qualifying, which we are going to jump into in just a second here. But how the hell have the V-carbs gone up this high? P5 and 7. Russell had a bit of a poor one as well. So did Piastri. But, so, we'll see what happens. What the hell happened? Right. Anyway, we're going to want a better qualifying than the one we had for Jeddah, where we qualified. What was it? P9, P10, something like that. We were quite far back on the grid to start the race. But we built up the positions quite quickly, I think. I have upped my difficulty again. Just to make things a little more interesting. I'm going to up my difficulty by 2 or 3 things after every 2 races or so. Just to keep, well, 1, to keep things interesting, and 2, it's just an added challenge, really. And plus, eventually, without me even realizing, I'll get a lot better at the game, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Well, we got the fastest lap of Q1 by 0.3 of a second. Really, dog? You gotta bark now? 0.3 of a second is insane. I swear that dog is really starting to get on my nerves now. Barks at nothing, that thing. I mean, that's a pretty good Q1 session. Okay, Hamilton did end up falling to P9 with his lap time. Who actually is knocked out of the session? Ricardo, knocked out of his home race. Bottas, Magnussen, Joe, and of course Sargent. Well, let's head on over to Q2, I guess. Okay, you just be the judge. Who was at fault there? Oh, Verstappen, get the freak out of the way, man. Okay, but seriously though, who was to blame for that little mishap? Me or Norris? because Norris was going really slow around that corner and then turned into me. But you could argue that I was maybe running a bit too fast and I should have slowed down. But I'm trying to set a good lap time here, so I can't just be taking it easy on everyone. Ocon has the fastest lap time of a 1:22 point whatever the hell that was, which we know we can definitely beat. I wonder if anyone will actually try and set a lap time on Inters. Oh my god, Sainz, please do not mess us both up. But yeah, I wonder if anyone will try and set a lap time on Inters. Okay, here are the results, and I mean, we topped it by 0.2 of a second. My sigh of disappointment was at this man right here. Seriously? He was slower than a Haas. Stroll as well. That is really disappointing. Seriously, Sainz, you need to... I hope it's coded into the game that in Season 2 Hamilton comes to Ferrari. Because, oh my god, I cannot have this happening all season. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, at least we topped Q2. And we're just going to head on into Q3 now, I guess. Jesus Christ, Sainz. Yeah, see, already going so much quicker. Kind of. Already going a good bit quicker than we were on the softs. If we don't at least crack the top 5 on the Inters, then not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. We got purple sector 1. Nice. Will we get purple sector 2? Probably no.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
Okay, Mark. I mean, I do not remember asking, but... Okay, we got green sector 2. And our time is going down again for some reason. There we go. Little better. And whoa! Oh no, come on. Oh, we clipped the grass. Are you kidding me? Still got a solid time, but... P8! Oh, Jesus Christ. P9! We were 1 second slower than Max Verstappen. Oh my god. Look how close Gasly and Norris were. 128.133, 128.134. Wow, what interesting qualifying session to say the least. We're gonna have to build up the places in the race because, wow.
This circuit missed a few years off the F1 calendar, and we missed Albert Park. So welcome back, and it's great to be back in Melbourne. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Hamilton, Gasly, Norris, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Ocon, Albon, Stroll, Ricciardo, Bottas, Magnussen, Joe, and Logan Sargent. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race, but I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Qualified in P8. P9, sorry. Now, we did actually have a pretty good start until right there. Lewis Hamilton did a bit of a stupid and caused that. We did actually have a little fight with Ricciardo, so we didn't have the best start. Yeah, we didn't have the best start, but we made up for it. We took a little nick on Norris there. And for the first 20 or so laps, we were fighting quite closely with Lando Norris. I didn't actually realize it. We got past him there slightly, and we did clip. It was at Albon, I think. But lap 27 here, fighting with Sainz. This would be not long after our pit stop, our first pit stop, I want to say. So, and at this point, Norris is 8 seconds ahead of us. He is flying away, so we're just trying to defend Sainz. We did actually damage our front wing a little bit there when crashing into the wall. And at this point, Tsunoda has retired from the race. So has Gasly. Sainz did actually destroy his front wing there. I did not realize that. Now, at this one, I've pit onto the intermediate tires. No one else has. You can look here. I am the only one on the inters. Hamilton there is on the hards. If we go back a little bit, Bottas is on the mediums. And back a little bit. Right there, Ricciardo is also on the hard tires. So no one else is on inters. I'm thinking, okay, I've big brained this. We did actually get a bit aggressive with Albon there. Didn't mean to, but it happens. Because at this one, I'm just flying past everyone, so I'm thinking, great. But then the track dries up very shortly after. So I've had to pit again, meaning I have finished in P7. Sainz finished right behind me in P8. Max Verstappen was the race winner, followed by both of the McLarens, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. Russell finished quite highly as well. Alonso, Perez did okay. But there was 3 DNFs, Sonoda, Gasly and Hamilton, which I'm a little bit upset about because, like, it's Lewis Hamilton, you don't want to see him DNFing, but, and then Sargent and Joe were lapped by a couple of, it was probably Verstappen lapped them, but if we now go to the standings, we have dropped to second in the Drivers' Championship. Sainz is in 9th. I think he's dropped from 8th to 9th. We have dropped from 1st to 2nd, only by 8 points. So if we did finish just 1 or 2 positions higher, we maybe could have stayed on top. But poor judgment on my part. It happens. As for constructors, Red Bull are flying away with it. McLaren actually overtook us, and Ferrari are sitting in 3rd. Mercedes are actually doing quite well. They're getting a little bit close there. Don't want to cede that position, but I don't know. I do think Ferrari have a good chance at winning the constructors this season. May not seem that way now, but I don't know. I think if Sainz can pull his weight, I mean, excluding this race, if Sainz could pull his weight, then that would be perfect. That's the pit stops. You can see there. I started on mediums, pit onto mediums, then I pit onto inters, which was a big mistake. Pit back onto hards because that's all I had left. And yeah, so we could have really been finishing around 5th, 6th if I hadn't decided to pit onto inters when I did. Incidents then. I was somehow given a warning for that collision with Leclerc with Hamilton. Hamilton was given 2 warnings for the collision with me. I was also given a warning for a collision with Norris, which I think we did actually see in the highlights. We did kind of clip him, and yeah. And corner cutting, okay, hardly. And all 3 DNFs were mechanical failures. Which, I mean, oh, we had the 3rd quickest pit stop. Did we? No. Yes? No. How do I figure that? I don't know how to figure that out, but we had a pretty quick one, I think. Yeah, I don't know. We were the 2nd person to pit. We were the last one to pit as well. You know what? I don't even... Sometimes... Yeah, okay, I'm just going to be blunt with it. I don't like this Grand Prix at all. I don't like the Australian Grand Prix, and I don't think I ever have, if I'm being totally honest. Our rating has not taken a huge hit though, which is good. Still a 91 overall. Recognition still 53.47 in our favor. And specialists are improving, upgrading. I don't know. Specialists are doing good. I don't like that this cutscene takes so long, man. Oh, wow, that was a lot of resource things. Oh, we've got a secret meeting. I will go to that. We'll go to this episode? Yeah, why not? Here's the R&D. We are still 3rd in terms of performance, but we are closing that gap on McLaren. But we're still 3rd. We've seen that. Norris got the fastest lap in Australia, and Magnussen had it in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, so, you know what, fair enough. Let's go to the secret meeting, because I don't actually know who the secret meeting is with. So, this is our first one of the season, so let's check it out, I guess. Oh my god, it's with Red Bull. Oh my days, man. Yeah, okay. Question is, do we continue the talks or do we decline them? I'm feeling more inclined to continue them. But I would not object to declining them altogether. I think we've got to continue. I mean, it's Red Bull. They're doing really well so far. I will continue the talks with them.
Been scouring the socials and asking
But
around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser
I'm
about us
not
chatting with anyone
wanting
else. And the meeting went well,
to
too. I
leave
know.
Ferrari
I'm amazing.
in a rush.
You're welcome.
Like I said in the very first episode, which would be episode 0, I want to stay at Ferrari for 2, maybe 3 seasons. At least 2. Because Ferrari is probably the best place for Leclerc to win his first Drivers' Championship, and I really want to do that. I really want to win his first one at Ferrari. But if it's taken too long, then I'm just gonna leave and join a better team. But you know how it goes. So we are going to sim to the Japanese Grand Prix. That is practice 1 and 2 is coming out very soon. I think it's
Okay, mate, I'm
tomorrow,
pleased
or
to
it
say
could
that
be
our
the
new
next day.
parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race
See you
weekend.
guys then. Hope you have enjoyed. And yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.